and welcome. Thank you for joining me today for metal flow. So metal is the lungs and kind of large intestine, so we'll be doing a lot of opening, particularly in this chest area. So we'll start with our big toes together, our heels slightly apart. Tucking the tailbone under, hugging this core area in, and then just circling in those shoulders. Drawing the shoulder blades in, lifting the collarbones, and then changing direction. Now taking the shoulders away from each other as we tuck the chin in. And then from there, we're just going to swing our arms forwards and backwards. You can allow those wrists to just release or let go. And then bringing those arms down by the sides, we're going to inhale, activate those glutes, upward salute, reaching up. Exhale, bringing those hands back down. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hands back down. One more inhale, coming up. This time left hand takes hold of that right wrist, neutralize the spine. And as we inhale, we're going to use this left hand to pull this right arm up. Nice big inhale, fill up. And then as you exhale, just allow your shoulder blade to soften, the feet to anchor in, the core to hug. And then inhale, fill up again. Exhaling. One more big deep breath here. And then this time as we exhale, using this left hand, just opening up the elbow, bringing this hand down as far as is comfortable for you. And we'll take 2 deep breaths here. Really opens up this chest area. And then with an inhale breath, just bringing those hands up and just releasing them. Letting those arms swing forwards and backwards. Wriggle the wrists, fingers. And then bringing those hands back by the sides. Inhale to raise up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, coming down. One more, inhale, rise up. This time, right hand takes hold of that left wrist. We neutralize the spine, inhaling, we pull up, extending this left arm. Exhale, softening that shoulder, hug the core, anchor the feet. Inhale, lift. Rise, exhale. One more deep breath here. And then this time as we exhale, we're pulling, right hand's pulling that left wrist. We're aiming to go behind the head, but just wherever we can, hug that core. Breathing in, breathing out. Last deep breath. Inhale to raise those arms up and release them. Just let them come forwards and backwards. And then from there, we're going to take a wider stance. Feet at least as wide as the mat. Hands on those hips and just circling in those hips. One way, then the other. Changing again. And one more time. Back to the center, tucking the tailbone under and just pushing these hips out side to side. Neutralizing. Inhale to raise these arms up, extend through the fingertips. Exhale, we're coming over to that right, dropping the right hand to the right leg, reaching up with that left. Inhale to come back. Exhale, swapping sides. Breathe in to come up. Exhale. Breathing in. Try and keep this chest space open throughout. Exhale to come down. Inhale. Exhale. This time if you want, you can take that right arm right up and over. Maybe looking towards your armpits. Inhale to come back up. Exhale to the other side. Again, the arm can come across. And then this time as you inhale coming up, we'll spinal twist. Right hand to the outside of the left hip, left hand to the outside of that right hip. As we exhale, we twist round as far as we can. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, swapping left to right, right to left. And then twisting. Inhale, back up. Exhale to twist. Flow with that breath. Anchor those feet, tuck that tailbone under. One more either side. Back to that centre and some easy twists. Wrapping those arms around the waist, wiggling those fingers. And then from there, we're going to come back to the centre, bring our feet towards the front of our mat and just start to warm up in the body. So we're going to inhale, open up that chest for an upward salute. Exhale, bringing those hands back down. Inhale, second upward salute. Neutralise that spine and exhale into the squat. Inhale to rise up. Open that chest, really allow those shoulder blades to relax. Abdominal wall to the thighs. Now if the hamstrings, lower back feel tight, just let those knees flex. Tuck the chin in, crown of the head to the floor. Inhale, half lift. Try and keep those legs static, lengthen through the spine, pinch the shoulder blades in. Exhale, coming back into our forward fold. Inhale, that half lift again, lengthening through our spine, pinching those shoulder blades in, tailbone tucked. Exhale, coming back, either covering up those ears or arms out wide. Breathe in to bring yourself up. Exhale, releasing. 2 more of these. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale. Bringing those hands together, neutralise, exhale into your squat. Inhale to rise up. Open that chest and lead with that heart space. As you exhale, anchor the feet down. Chin can tuck in, crown of the head towards that floor. Inhale, tuck that tailbone under, lengthen through that back. Collarbones pushing forward. Exhale, back into your fold. Inhale, second half lift. Exhale, coming back into that fold. Cover up those ears or arms out wide. Inhale, breathe in, bring yourself up. Exhale, back to our centre. One more, breathe in. Upward salute. Exhale, back to the mountain. Inhale. Hands together, exhale. Weighting the heels of the feet. Inhale to rise up. Even weight. Coming down slowly, steadily. Surrender, anchor. And then inhale, half lift. Fill the lung space. Exhale. Breathe in again. Lengthen through that back. Exhale, coming back down, cover those ears or arms out wide, and inhale, bringing yourself up. Exhale. So our first flow is going to be a warrior 1 and warrior 2. Warrior 1's warrior 2 is great for the whole body, but we're really going to focus on this chest area, lifting up tall and really trying to breathe in to this space. So let's start with a little flow with warrior 1, warrior 2. So inhale, upward salute. Exhale, coming down. Heart space leading. Abdominal wall resting on the thighs, chin tucks in. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, we're going to step our right foot back. Step it back. As you do, get it down on the ground. So we don't want it coming straight back. Pivot on the ball of that foot, turning the heel in so it's in line with the other. And you could step it out slightly away from the body. Then with an inhale, we come up. So this is for our warrior one. We want to try and push down on that little toe side, and we want to encourage our right hip to come forward. Really lengthening. Now we don't want to lean in. This chest is going to ideally stay above our hips as much as possible, but we have to work with what our body's going to do for us today. And then we can increase this by an inhale, bringing the arms up, or if you prefer, the arms can stay on your hips. And this is our warrior one. Feel how it opens up that chest, the hips, everything's working, feet are sinking down. Now we're going to pivot into a warrior two. So I find an easier technique is to push up on the ball of that foot and turn towards that right. And then we bring out those arms, extending, and we look towards our middle left finger. We squeeze that right buttock. Now to come back into our warrior one, it's easier to move on the heel of the foot, of your right foot. So you just make a little movement, push the weight into the heels, bring the toes in towards the body, then that right arm swings past the right hip, then comes back up. So this is our inhale, exhale up on the ball of that foot, into our warrior two, exhale, check you can see that big toe. Inhale, move on the heel of the foot, and then bring those arms up, or those hands can come on those hips. Exhale back into that warrior two. Squeeze that right glute, pull it back. Inhale into that warrior one. Now we're drawing that right hip forward. Exhaling. Take your time. Inhaling. Got to activate all those muscles in that right leg throughout. Squeezing the glute, pulling that hip back as we exhale into the warrior two. In the warrior one, we're squeezing the glute, internally rotating that hip. Just a couple more. Lift that chest. Okay, last one into our warrior two. Exhale, tuck that tailbone under, lengthen, and then inhale, bring that right hand down to the right leg as you lift that left leg up. Exhale, coming down, anchoring that arm just above the knee, and this right arm can come up and over. If you want a little deeper, you can bring that hand down, maybe with a block, or if here's far enough, keep it here. Then we're going to exhale, bringing this right hand to the big toe side, left to the little toe side, push up on the ball of that back foot, and bring the left to join. Lower the hips, tuck the tailbone under, hug the core. Breathing in, fill up, and then exhale, bring the chin chest forward as we sink down. From there, inhale into your up dog. Squeeze the buttocks, lift that chest. Exhale, tuck those toes under, push back into your down dog. And then with an inhale breath, bring that right leg up into the air and step it forward. Bring the other foot to join and exhale, soften, release into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift, hands can be on the floor, shins above the knees. Exhale to release, surrender, cover those ears or arms out wide. And inhale to rise up. Exhale to release. Inhale, upward salute, fill up. Exhale, come on down. Abdominal wall to the thighs, hands to the floor, chin tucks in. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, so this time it's that left leg. Step it back. Anchor the heel of the foot down, turning it in towards the body so we can inhale and rise up into our warrior one. Remember, we don't want to lean in, we want to be back as much as we can with the shoulders above the hips. One side can feel very different to the other. Hug the core, inhale to rise up. Remember to go into that warrior two. If we push on the back, on the balls of the feet, exhale, drawing that left hip back. Then on the heel of that foot, to inhale, come back into our warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Check as well, you may be in that warrior two, able to take a slightly wider stance, looking to see that big toe only. Inhale, warrior one. Hug that core. Exhale, warrior two. Try and drop those shoulders as much as possible. Inhale, warrior one. Lift that heart space. Exhale, warrior two. Soften those shoulders. Inhale. Flowing with that breath. Keep it going. 2 more. So in your warrior two, look towards the tip of your finger. Check you can see that big toe, not those other toes. In warrior one, lift up that heart space, maybe even looking up towards that ceiling. And then this time as you exhale into your warrior two, pull back that left hip. Breathe in, fill. Exhale, anchor. Then inhale, drop that right hand to right leg, reaching up with that right arm. Exhale, coming down, resting that arm on the leg. Inhale, bring the left arm up. You could take it over, or if you wanted to, you could just keep it here. You could also take your right hand down to the ground. Big deep breaths. And then on your next exhale, release your left hand to big toe, right to little toe. Step back into our plank, drop the hips, but tuck the tailbone under, hug the core. So take an inhale breath as you power up in your plank. And then exhale, chin, chest, coming down. Bringing those elbows in, inhale to your up dog, lengthen. Exhale, tuck those toes under, push back into down dog. Tailbone comes up. Inhale, lift that left leg up into the air and step it forward. Bring that right one to join and surrender into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through that back. Exhale, coming back, covering those ears or arms out wide. Inhale, bringing yourself up. Exhale, fantastic start. Always tough, warriors, always worth persevering with though. Okay, so our next flow, some sun salutations here, big chest openers in this one. Okay, so big toes together. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, coming down, abdominal wall to the thighs, chin tucks in. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, our right leg steps back. We drop that knee, and as we inhale, fingertips are in line with our toes, and we load and lean into this foot. We then exhale, starting to lift up, hugging the core, sinking those hips. To inhale, either hands on the thighs or up above the head. From there, we exhale, hands come down, ball of that right foot as we step the left foot back into our plank. Take an inhale breath here to power up. And then exhale, chin, chest comes forward. Stick those elbows in. And then this time as we inhale, lifting the chest into a cobra, we're also bringing the heels of the feet towards the buttocks as far as we can. We're then going to exhale, extending the legs, flexing the feet, bringing the feet, legs together. Then inhale up into up dog. Exhale, coming back as if you're going into extended child pose. Tuck the toes under and push yourself back into down dog. We're going to inhale, right leg comes up into the air, extended. Then exhale, bend the knee or allow the hip to come out and step this foot forward. If you need to give it a helping hand, do so. Dropping that back knee, we inhale as we lengthen, load into this front leg. We then exhale, hugging the core. Breathe in, fill up. Exhale, hands come either side of that right foot. Push up on the ball of that left foot. Bring these feet together, surrendering into our forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through that spine. Squeeze those glutes, pinch those shoulder blades in. Exhale, release, cover ears or arms out wide. Inhale to come up. Exhale. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, leading with that chest. Coming down, abdominal wall rests. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, left leg goes back. We drop the knee, checking our right knees above our right ankle. As we inhale, load and lean. Exhale, lifting but hugging that core, sinking those hips down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, coming back on the ball of that back foot, bringing ourselves back to full plank or knees down plank. Either one, hug the core. Encourage the shoulder blades to slightly draw in, chest lifting, and then commit to coming as far forward as you can. Then sinking. Then inhale, we bring the heels up as we lift our chest into cobra. Exhale, extend through the feet, the legs, flex those feet. Then with an inhale, push up into up dog. Exhale, drawing the heels back, the buttocks back towards the heels, and then pushing up into our down dog. Inhale, lift that left leg up into the air. Exhale, step it forward. Remember to give it a helping hand if you need to, or if it's quite far back, bring it forward so the ankle is in front or directly below the knee. Breathe in, lift. Exhale, hug, raise up, inhale, saluting, lifting, filling the lungs. Exhale, on the ball of that right foot, stepping it to join the left, surrendering into our fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through that back. Exhale, coming back, cover those ears. Breathe in to rise up. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, coming down, forward fold. Release, soften. Inhale, half lift, fill, lengthen. Exhale, back to that right foot, step it back. Drop the knee, fingertips in line with those toes. Inhale. Exhale, coming up. Shoulders over those hips, but those hips sinking down, hug the core. Inhale, rising up to our salute. Exhale, coming down into either full plank or knees down plank. Either way, hug that core, tuck the tailbone under. Breathe in. Before you exhale, shut your anger down. Inhale, bring the heels of the feet to the buttocks as you pinch the shoulder blades, lift the chest. Exhale, extend those legs. Inhale, rise up to your up dog. Exhale, pushing back, tuck those toes under, drive that tailbone up. Inhale, right leg comes up into the air. You can flex the knee, open the hip, whichever way you find easier to swing this foot forward. Dropping that back knee. Inhale, lifting that chest. Exhale, shoulders over the hips, sinking those hips. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bringing those hands either side of that right foot to bring that left to join. Surrendering into our fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release, cover those ears. Breathe in to rise up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, coming down. Abdominal wall to those thighs. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, stepping that left leg back, dropping the left knee, checking right knees above right ankle. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders over the hips, hugging the core. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back to full or half plank, whichever works for you. Tuck the tailbone under, hug the core. Exhale. Inhale, bring the heels of the feet towards the buttocks. Shoulder blades pinching in, chest lifting. Exhale, extend those legs, maybe bring them together if you can. Flex those feet. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale, coming back to that extended, but then pushing up into your down dog. Inhale, left leg comes up, lengthen, and then exhale, step it through. Drop that bottom knee. Inhale, load into that front leg. Exhale, hug. Inhale, Bring those arms up. Exhale, hands either side on the ball of that right foot. Stepping these feet back together. Exhale to your fold. Inhale to your half lift. Exhaling, cover those ears. Breathe in to raise up. Exhale. Halfway, 4 more to go. Inhale, rise. Exhale, coming down. Abdominal to the thighs, chin tucks in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right leg comes back. Drop the knees, fingertips in line with those toes. Inhale. Exhale, hug, shoulders over those hips, hips sinking. Inhale, arms come up or rest on the thighs. Exhale, full plank or the half plank. Inhale, breathe in first and then exhale to lower down. Inhale, bring the heels to the buttocks, lift the chest. Exhale, extend those legs if you can, bring them together. Inhale, lift into your up dog. Exhale, pushing back nearly into that child pose, but then you push up on the balls of the feet to your down dog. Inhale, right leg up, you can flex the knee, open the hip, swing it forward. Drop that left knee, fingertips in line with those toes. Inhale. Exhale, hug, strengthen. Inhale. Exhale, hands either side. Bring that left foot to join the right. Surrender. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, coming back. Cover those ears. Raise up as you inhale, or if you prefer, those arms out wide. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, left leg goes back on the board of that foot, dropping the knee. Fingertips in line with those toes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Back into your plank. Inhale first to strengthen, hug that core, and then exhale, use that core, chin, chest to bring you down. Inhale, heels to buttocks, cobra. Exhale. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale, tuck those toes under, tailbone comes up. Inhale, left leg up into the air. Exhale, step it forward. Drop that right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hug. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, coming forward on the ball of that back foot. Step it to join. Exhale, surrender into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, coming back, cover those ears. Breathe in. Exhale. Fantastic, hopefully feeling warmer. One more on each side. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, coming down. Releasing, chin tucking in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right leg comes back. Drop that knee, line up with that inhale breath. Exhale, hug, lift. Inhale, lift. Exhale, coming back to our plank. Aligning with that inhale, strengthening up through those arms. Exhale, chin, chest coming down. Inhale, bring the heels towards the buttocks, lift that chest. Exhale, extend the legs, flex the feet, maybe bring them together. Inhale, raise up to your up dog. Exhale, pushing back into down dog. Inhale, bringing that right leg up, maybe coming into those shoulders, bringing the weight into the hands to help step that foot forward. Dropping that back knee. Inhale to lift and load in that front leg. Exhale to strengthen, shoulders above those hips. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands either side on the ball of that back foot. Bringing those feet together and surrendering. Inhale, half lift. Exhaling. Cover those ears. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, coming down. half lift it, inhale. Exhale to step left leg back, drop the knee. Inhale, fingertips in line with those toes, loading and leaning. Exhale, lifting, aligning. Inhale. Exhale, back into that plank. Sinking those hips, then inhale to just to fill up, get some breath into the body. Then exhale, calming down. Inhale, bring the feet towards the buttocks. Exhale, inhale to your up dog. Exhale as if you're almost coming back into extended child pose. Hands nice and wide, push up from the balls of the feet. Inhale that left leg up, step it through. Exhaling as you bring that right foot to join. Surrender into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, coming back into your forward fold. Cover those ears and breathe in to bring yourself up. Exhale to release. Brilliant. So just do a few shoulder rolls, maybe a drink of water before we come into our next little flow. Okay. I think you might have got away with a lunge there on that left side. But if you did, you did. Sorry about that. I just feel like I forgot to take us into a lunge. But never mind, I'll add it to the next flow. Okay, so back to the front of our mats. Whew. Tailbone tucked, shoulder blades drawn in. Arms down by the sides, anchoring the balls and the heels of the feet. Inhale for an upward salute. Breathe in, lifting. Exhale, coming down, leading with the chest. Abdominal wall to the thighs, chin tucks in. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Tuck that tailbone under, pull the core back, pinch the shoulder blades in. Exhale, stepping one leg back, then the other, bringing yourself into that plank, so lowering those hips, tucking the tailbone under. Inhale to strengthen in that plank. And then exhale, chaturanga, dip down. Inhale to a little cobra. And then exhale to push yourself back into an extended child pose. Just gently swaying from side to side. Now from there, as you inhale, come up slowly, lift your buttocks off the heels and take your knees hip width apart. If you feel you benefit from a pillow under those knees, place one or an extra mat. Some of us who've done the fire flow will be familiar with this move. Now we must make sure we tuck that tailbone under, hug the core. You could also place cushions under the ankles as well, they feel quite tight. Okay, so we're going to start on our left side. We're going to inhale, push the hand away, heel of the hand pushing away, reach up. And just as we get to that kind of upper arm towards those ears, we're going to exhale, follow the armpit through. Inhale. Exhale. Keep that tailbone tucked under. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, open and release. Inhale. Fill up. Exhale. Now on this one, as we inhale, open up. Exhale, make sure those glutes are really fired, switched on. Come back for the heel of that foot. If that feels too much, support the base of the spine. Just let your right arm hang and breathe here. 3 deep breaths. You could even rest your right hand on that right rib cage and see if you can push that rib cage away as you inhale. 2 more deep breaths here. Last one, breathe in. Exhale. Now this time as you inhale, keep those glutes active, bring yourself up. Just release and slightly lean to your right side so you can lift this left leg and extend it out to opening the gate. If you can, get the sole of the foot down. If it won't quite come down, then just be on that edge. Be patient. Wherever you are, tuck that tailbone under. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale, bring your arms up, extend through those fingertips. Exhale, coming down towards that right side. So you can rest your fingertips, hands, maybe even your forearm, wherever you are as you inhale, bringing this left arm up. Keep the glutes active. You could bring this over the head, looking towards your armpits if you wanted to. 2 deep breaths here. Again, feel that breath coming to that left side of the body. And then with an inhale breath, keep those glutes active, keep the core active, bring yourself up. Then we're going to exhale now and slide to that left, tailbone stays tucked, bringing that left hand down. Right hand could come up. This may be enough. If you wanted to, you could take it over, maybe looking towards your armpit, or you may want to look towards your fingertips or straight in front. Wherever you are, keep the core active, keep the tailbone tucked under. Couple of deep breaths here. Inhale to raise back up, and then exhale, just let these arms go. Okay, so we're coming into a child pose now. We're going to really work with ourselves gently. So we're pushing those hips back, allowing the spine to flex as we walk these hands forward. Now be careful of this knee. For some of us, this might be enough, just allowing the spine to flex. For some of us, we may be able to sit back a little deeper into this child pose. Listen. Coming where feels good for you. If you know you've gone too far, come up a little bit, activate the core, tailbone, and then let your spine flex. Listen and be guided by your breath. 2 more deep breaths here. And then inhale, coming back up. And this time we're going to extend our spine, so it's going to be like a half anahata. So we're going to walk our hands out and then encourage the chest space to drop down towards the floor. So the tailbone's up and active. This may be enough for some of us. Some of us might be able to bring that chin down. Some of us, this might be a little bit too much on the shoulders, so flex those elbows. Just allow the forehead to come down and the chest to open. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, bringing ourselves back up slowly. Leaning slightly towards that right so we can lift that left leg. Bring it back. Bring the big toes together, knees nicely apart, whatever space feels right for you right now. And just slide into a wide kneed child pose. Maybe just gently rocking from side to side. And then from there, just very slowly inhale to bring ourselves up. Bringing those knees under those hips, wrists under those shoulders, and then just circle these hips. Just circling. One way, then the other. And then from there, we're just going to inhale, come back up slowly and steadily. And now do it to the other side. So keep the tailbone tucked, hug the core. Right hand is going to inhale, reach up. And then as we come up, we're going to exhale, follow that shoulder, armpit round. Tailbone stays tucked. Inhale, lift. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Keep squeezing those glutes. Keep taking those big deep breaths. Last two this side. Now this one, as you inhale, fill. Exhale, if you can grab that right heel of the foot, go for it. If that feels too much, support the base of the spine. Just let this arm relax, or maybe rest on this rib cage as you inhale, trying to expand here. Two more deep breaths. Keep those glutes active. Breathe into that body. Last big deep breath. And with an inhale, keeping those glutes active, we're going to come back up. We're going to lean slightly over this way. I'm just coming back a little bit, just in case I went out of view, just to where I might have gone out of view. And then we're just going to lean this way, maybe a bit of support as we extend now and open up our right leg. Again, if the sole of the foot will come down, let it come down. If not, and don't put it so your hip is coming away. You want that hip over that knee. Again, if you benefit from a block, not a block, but a cushion or an extra mat, do so. Okay, tailbone stays tucked up. We inhale, lengthen, exhale, gliding this time to that left side. Maybe hand comes down, maybe fingertips, maybe we just open up, just not quite touching, or a pillow or a support under that left hand. And then this right can come up and over, or it can stay here. Just keep this lung space open, ready for breath. Tailbone tucked. Breathe. 3 deep breaths. How does this side feel to the other? Focus on the breathing. Keeping those glutes active. Inhale to rise up. And then exhale, gliding this time to that right hand on the right leg. Reaching up with the left. This may be enough, keeping the tailbone tucked. We might feel this. Breathe here. We may want to extend, bringing this arm over. Listen, breathe. Expand that lung space. 2 breaths here. Inhale to bring yourself up. Just let those arms relax. Okay, so here we're going into our gate child pose. So we're trying to drop the hips back towards, so it's going to be that left glute towards the left heel. Now for some of us, just go as far as you can. When you have, just allow your spine to flex as if you're trying to take your forehead down. Some of us will be able to come right back maybe, and that forehead come down. Some of us, that might be a little too much, and we may need to flex those elbows and bring that forehead down. But we're trying to release the hips back towards the buttocks, and we're trying to open the shoulder blades. So listen to your breath. Breathe. 2 more breaths here. So inhale as you come back up slowly, just coming back so there's more room. So now it's the Anahata, chest opening. So we walk the hands forward, trying to keep those hips back, but that tailbone reaching up and the chest coming down. My left shoulder won't let me go much further than this, but some of us might be able to get that chin down. If I flex my elbows, I can bring that chin a little closer. Or if I just want a more gentle stretch that's still opening, I can drop the forehead. So just be where you are. Breathing in. Feel that lung space fill up. Last deep breath here. And then when you're ready, just inhale, bringing yourself up slowly. Bringing this knee back. So as you do, bring the big toes together, push the heels back and sink into a wide knee child pose. Take those elbows out wide if you want, and then just rock from side to side. That feels a little too intense, bring the knees in a little bit more. And then from there, inhale, bringing ourselves back up onto all fours. And we're just going to do those circles again, just loosening up those hips. One way. And then the other. And then we're going to do a little bit of cat-cow. But I want you to kind of freestyle with it. So as we exhale and flex, maybe driving that spine, but taking it to one side of the body. So flexing, taking it over to your right, and then coming over to that left. As you inhale, maybe allowing the elbows to flex as you arch, dip that spine down, and then bring the chest up. Then as you exhale, maybe going to the other side, and then inhaling. I just want you to really flow here with whatever feels right for you. Maybe close your eyes so you can just feel. Couple more. And then on this next exhale, just sink it back. Arms reach out, forehead drops, and then bring those arms either side. And maybe if you want to rock gently from side to side, or just be still as we take 3 deep breaths in our child pose. And then we're going to inhale, bring ourselves up slowly, just rolling those shoulders back a couple of times. And then bringing ourselves onto our bottoms, towards the front of our mat, where we're just going to bring soles of the feet down, come down onto the forearms. Bring that pelvis a little closer, so you sink that lower back, tuck that tailbone under, sink that lower back, and bring yourself down. If you benefit from a cushion under your head here, place one under your head. Encourage those shoulders to sink. And then we're just going to bring our feet up. So we're going to have a little go at a snail or a plough. I'm just going to come forward and then hit that sofa. A snail or a plough, or just like a little reverse crunch, depending on where we are. So shoulders are anchored, activate the core, exhale, driving that tailbone up and the feet over the head. Now, if you can, you may want to keep the knees flexed. This is the snail, rest them either side of the ears or as close to, or you may prefer to extend those legs out. Try and encourage the shoulder blades to come in towards each other and get the weight on your shoulder blades, not your neck. If this feels a little too much, you can flex the knees. And if this feels too much, you can just practice these, where you really pull back your abdominal wall, lifting that pelvis. If you manage to get up into snail or plough, take some deep breaths. Always a challenging pose to breathe in. So allow that the breath will be more challenging, maybe shorten it a little bit, but feel how it helps in the pose. Staying connected with your breath. If we're still working on
lifting and doing little rolls. This is great too. Strengthens the core. Maybe you can just touch those toes behind you, or maybe bring your knees to your nose. So you're just getting used to that rocking. So just a few more breaths wherever you are in snail plow. And then from there, we're just going to exhale, slowly coming back down. And now we're going to try and add a little rock up into boat. So there's two different sorts we can do here. We can exhale. First one is exhale, coming back into our plow pose. And then take a breath in. And then exhale, coming back. Now, as we come back down, anchor that lower back, then take those legs out as far as you can and raise the arms. So this brings us into one that's great if we don't like anything on our tailbone, and also really strengthens the core. And then when you're ready, tuck those thighs back in and then roll back. So you can go between this two, nice and slow, steady. Now, if you want to go a little further or onto that tailbone, you come back the same into your snail or your plow, and then you exhale, come all the way up. Sorry, I'm just a little bit too near that door. Extending the legs, and you can extend those arms too. Maybe you can flex at the knees, chest is lifted, so you're on that tailbone more. And then you can exhale, come down, flex those legs behind. Inhale, come up, lengthen, lift. Could even have a go, grabbing the toes, lifting that chest. Then from there, rocking back. So again, I just want you for the next 30 minutes or so to just have 30 minutes, sorry, only joking. 30 seconds or so to have a little play. If you just want to continue rocking, just gently forwards and backwards you can. If the plow feels really good, stay in the plow. If you want to give that core a blast, keep that lower back down. Don't push up onto the tailbone. You can play with this. Keep it going, keep connected. Staying with that breath, staying with the spine, keeping that core active. Okay, and then when you're ready, wherever you are in that pose, bring that back down so the back's on the mat, and bring those knees in for a big hug. And then just rock from side to side. Closing those eyes if you can. And then placing your hands over your knees and just doing a few circles. One way, then the other. Compressing that lower back into the mat. Changing direction again. And one more time. And then from there, keeping those thighs in and those arms out wide, we're going to do a high spinal twist, unless you would prefer a lower back one, then bring the soles of your feet down. Otherwise, keep those thighs in. Exhale and drop your knees to the left as you look over to your right. Keep your right shoulder down. Feel how this opens up the core of the body, also that chest. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Listen to each breath come in and listen to each breath come out. Can you let that right shoulder sink a little deeper? Can you relax that jaw? And then when you're next ready to inhale, bringing those legs back up to the center. Exhale now, taking those knees down to the right as you look to your left. Again, slow, deep breaths. Soften that jaw. Soften the shoulders. Listen to the breath. Last deep breath this side. And then when you're next ready to inhale, bring those legs up. Bring them in for a hug again, maybe rocking side to side. And then inhale, bring your nose to your knees. Exhale, anchor that tailbone down. Encourage the shoulder blades to come out and away from each other. Couple of deep breaths here. And then lowering the feet down. Up to you now whether you want to keep the soles of your feet together or the feet on the mat or extend those legs out. Wherever you are, or wherever you choose to be, just ensure you wriggle in that upper back to get those shoulders comfortable, those palms out. And then from there, just take some deep breaths. As you breathe into the belly, I want you to also think about your lung space here. So as that breath comes into the belly, can you also feel like your lungs are expanding out laterally? Filling up with chi, that vital life force energy. And then as you exhale, just slowly releasing, deflating, letting those lungs let that air out. Don't try and force this. And if it doesn't feel like much is happening there, imagine. Imagine with every inhale breath, you're filling up every little cell in the lungs, getting right to each little alveoli. And then that energy from there is just nourishing every cell in your body. And you're feeling that with that inhale. And then as you exhale, which is just as important, you're releasing, letting go, letting that breath come back out, expiring what you no longer need, what no longer serves you. You're letting go. So with your imagination and your breath, just allow yourself to breathe in and breathe out. Last, very deep breath here. Maybe a big sigh as you exhale and release. And then from there, depending on where your feet are, just bring the soles of the feet up to the mat. Bring those arms in close, thighs towards that chest. And then once again, just bringing those feet behind as we exhale, as if we're doing snail or plough. And then inhale to bring ourselves up. Come onto all fours, wrists under those shoulders, knees under those hips. Exhale, starting from the base of the spine. Really lift that pubic bone up. Draw the core back, shoulder blades out and wide, chin tucks in. Inhale, dropping the abdomen down. Tailbone opens up, bring the chest forward. Pinch those shoulder blades. Exhaling back into that cat. Inhaling, finding that flow for you. And then this time as you exhale, rounding that spine up, push the buttocks towards the heels. Extend those arms out as far as they're willing to come, and then just drop that forehead down. Take a big deep breath here. Exhale, sink, drop. Inhale, rise up onto all fours. Exhale, tuck those toes under. Push back into your down dog. Tailbone comes up and just walk it out a little bit here. As you push the heel of one foot down, flex the knee of the other. To encourage a stronger stretch in the upper body. Allow the chest to lower down, chin to tuck in, looking towards your legs. Heart space lowering. And then from there, soften both those knees as you walk these hands back to your feet. Surrender into your forward fold now. If the hands will come down, rest the heels of the hands, the heels of the feet, the balls of the feet, the fingertips into the mat. If that's a bit too much with your hands, maybe hold opposite elbow and just allow those elbows to rest in your hands. So this upper body is releasing, letting go. Two more breaths here. And then keeping this spine flexed, just let those arms hang and inhale slowly, coming up. Try and keep those shoulders away from those ears, taking them out, away from each other. And come up slowly and surely. When you get to the top, just roll those shoulders back. Lift that chest. And then the other way. And then inhale, raise up. Grab that right wrist with the left hand, reaching up. Exhale, soften that shoulder. Inhale, extend through that arm. Exhale, soften. Bring that arm down and across the body. Exhale, look over that shoulder. Dropping it down. Inhale, rise up. Right hand grabs left wrist, reaching. Exhale, soften. Then this hand pulls this one across the body. Drop that shoulder. Exhale. Look over. Back to that centre. Push one hand away with the other. Keep the tailbone tucked. Hug the core. So you feel this in the shoulder blades. Then just slightly tuck that chin in or wherever feels comfortable for you. And then we'll just finish with those arms behind. Pinch those shoulder blades in. Again, tuck the tailbone under. Hug the core. Just lift the chest, the collarbones. Breathe in. And then exhale, just slightly wider. Easy twist. Wrap those arms around the waist. Wiggle the fingers. Bringing those feet back together. And namaste. Thank you very much for joining me for the Metal Yoga Flow.